Hello guys, this video is based on a very serious subject. Now, I don't want people to watch this video and laugh, because this topic, a lot of people do, a lot of people know of people who do it, and sometimes tragically people die as a result of doing it. Now, my topic is about self-harming. Now, I've known various people in my life who I care about so much do it, and the hardest thing is sometimes not knowing why they're doing it, or not knowing how to stop them. Now, I once was put in a tricky position where somebody's basically trying to end their life by doing that, and it told me if I moved forward that they would go harder and make sure that was the end. Now, I don't know what to do, but I put my own life on the line because I knew that deep down I could help them, and I knew that that wasn't the way for them to end. So I done a bit of researching on this subject, because it's becoming so common nowadays, and I know people who are doing it now, and you know, I spoke to this girl, and she tells me when she's about to do it and ignores me for hours, and it panics you, you know, because you may never speak to them again. But I found a clip that I'm going to play after this video, and I want you to watch it with seriousness and take it very seriously, because basically my campaign is to raise awareness, and in a few months' time, so I've got all set up, I'm going to be doing a charity event. Now, I'm going to get in touch in the next couple of days with the website that I'll give you in a second, who give advice on everything and anything, and they give you people to contact, and they're wonderful people, and I'm going to raise money to go to them. So if you'd like to check out the website, it's www.selfharm, just give me 2 seconds, selfharm.org.uk. Please check it out. Please just take a moment out of your time and just really think about it, because I wouldn't want to lose anybody to it, and I'm sure you wouldn't. Now, in this video clip, there are 2 girls who have done it in the past, and they talk a little bit about it. Just take a bit of care when watching it. But my final message is take care of the people who are close to you, and if you are self-harming, then please find somebody who you can confide in and talk about your issues, and they'll do their best to help you. I'm certainly here for the ones I care about, and I wouldn't like to see it happen. Thank you for watching. I've been Sax95. Goodbye.
I was 14. I was going through a court case after I got abused, and basically things were really difficult. I just needed something, some sort of release, really. Self-harm, I'd say, was when you injure yourself in any sort of way. There's so many different ways of self-harming, so that it leaves a mark, I think, and it's an emotional sort of response to how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'd say it's a coping mechanism, and it's also an addictive behaviour, just like alcoholism or drug abuse or anything like that.
The first person I told was my friend. It was because I used to get changed for PE, and there was a changing room and next to it was some toilets, and I would go in the toilet to get changed, and it was quite difficult for me because people would always ask, why are you getting changed in the toilet? But I'd kind of brush it off and say it was just because, I was self-conscious and stuff like that. So my friend started doing it, and after a few weeks I thought, this is weird, and she had the same kind of shady excuses as me, and she was pulling her sleeves down just like I did, and I thought maybe she does it too. And it was kind of a long shot, but I asked her, and it turns out that she did self-harm as well. So she was the first person I told.
It's not really about the self-harm, the problem. It's going to be about feelings or something that they're self-harming because of. So that's what you need to address. Like, are you feeling like this? Are you stressed about something? It doesn't really matter what they're doing, it's just a reaction.
Self-harm's the kind of thing that you feel ashamed about, and it's not really something you want to go and reach out to people about immediately. If you just started doing it and you're really scared about it, I think you want to look something up on the internet, so you just basically Google it. But the hardest thing is finding sites which aren't bad and don't have just graphic pictures of self-harm all over them and telling you how to do it and stuff like that. I mean, you have to be kind of prepared that you're going to come across those by accident, really. I've had really good responses from crisis teams. They're really kind of hot on the idea of self-harm, and I think a lot of people in crises try it, or they try all sorts of things, really, so that was a good response for me.
I went to A&E once for self-harm. I think they were excellent. They treated me really well. They weren't rude or patronising about it. They coped really well with the fact that I was lying and trying to pretend like it wasn't self-harm. They just overrode that and tried to give me help anyway. And they obviously did give me stitches. And the counsellor I saw was excellent with it as well, except that she contacted my mum about it. So I was really quite unimpressed with that. That was the only thing she did that was bad. Every local area has its own mental health crisis team, and they're the people you call when you are just literally at the end of your tether, you're suicidal or you're self-harming or something like that. And they're usually 24 hours, 7 days a week. A lot of the things that you might worry about aren't actually true. I thought it would hinder my employment prospects and go down on my record and you get seen as a crazy person for your life. That's not true.
For me, getting rid of objects that I used to self-harm with or anything like that doesn't work. It just makes me panic if I don't have it available. But something that I have done is wrapped up sharp weapons in a load of sellotape, literally a whole roll of sellotape, so it takes you a good 20 minutes to get through to it. In the meantime, you're sat there with yourself thinking, do I really actually want to get through to this object? And throwing myself into a situation that means that I can't, like going downstairs and sitting with my mum watching TV. I can't self-harm there, so that's probably one of the best things for me. I mean, you can still, if you're really determined, go away again, but it's worth a try, I think.